Falcon fans, Falcon fans, Falcon fans.
Yeah.
Falcon fans. Feeling good, feeling great. Feeling great, feeling good. How are you? Bodie 3000, the infamous Bodie 3000, is here with us tonight talking Atlanta Falcons football. No Chase, unless he's the special guest too as well. No Kiki tonight. But it's always good to have my brother Bodie 3000 here with us. Bodie 3000!
What's up, man?
How's everything going, sir?
There you go. Oh, everything's going. A lot going on. But everything's going. We are here.
Definitely a lot going on since the last time we have talked. You know, Bodie, last time we talked, Falcons they were tied for third in the division. And we get back here now. And now we're in first.
Yeah, division lead.
Week later. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe. YouTube right now tonight. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Facebook and this StreamYard thing. I don't know. They're battling to see who can be the most middest. So hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. I'm sure a lot of the fan base that watches One Time for the Fan on Facebook has no idea that we're live right now. But it's okay because we love bringing Falcons content to you all. So we couldn't, not do the show because of Facebook situation. So we rocking it live right here on YouTube like we always do. So for those tuning in, hit that like, share, and subscribe. Tag your friends, tag your homies, tag your cousins. Go ahead and let them know One Time for the Fan is on Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I mean, we are in a lot of places right now, Falcon fans. So please remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe for One Time for the Fan. It's free. Bodie, it's free?
Yeah. It's free. I mean, he's paying for it, but it's free for everybody else.
That's tough. Special guest tonight, Big Low Kuntry Sports. We have a lot to talk about. Falcons, Bucks, we'll talk about. Rise Up Tour event over the weekend was phenomenal. Got to address that too as well. Also, Falcons, Titans coming up on Sunday. It's going to be a big game for the Atlanta Falcons. Every game's a big game for the Atlanta Falcons this season. But Bodie, we last talked and we was in third, and now we're in first, and it's like, my, the things time can do. How you feeling, brother?
Hopefully we can stay in first. Hopefully we can learn, and I think this past game was a big step towards us, gaining a lot of confidence and learning. Besides the fumbles, Ritter had a great game. To me, I don't know how I saw a great game. Besides the mental mistakes that were the fumbles, so if it wasn't for the fumbles, we beat the shit out of them. So there's that. But yeah, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be all right. We just gotta eliminate the mental mistakes, and we'll get on the right track. We'll be good.
One thing that we talked about last week, Bodie, when we was talking about what the Falcons can do to beat the Bucks, we talked about limiting the turnovers. And you go out there and you have 3 fumbles and you still win the game.
Yeah.
This is wild how this season has been playing out so far. But the Falcons sitting at 4-3. A win is a win. People can look at the Bucks and say they had chances as well to take advantage from our mistakes, go out there and tack on points on the board, put the Falcons against the wall. But that didn't happen. Our defense stood up in a major way on Sunday. And Bodie,
people starting to notice. People starting to call Falcons stingy run defense because that's exactly what it is now. Be perfect if we get that pass rush. And we saw some of that on Sunday. It was better. But yeah, we were starting to put the league on notice as a stingy run defense because we are stuffing motherfuckers. We're the only team that hasn't allowed a rushing touchdown. We are we're stifling. You cannot run on the Falcons, and that's a great thing to hear and see.
Special guest Big Low Kuntry Sports will be joining us here shortly, so hit that like, share, and subscribe. Head on over to Twitter, repost, retweet, whatever Elon Musk got going on over there. Who knows by now? But keep supporting One Time for the Fan. As you know, we are always there at home games, away games, everywhere when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons because we love this fan base. We love what we can do with this team going forward. But Bodie, the defense is something that needs to be talked about, and we will discuss that here tonight on One Time for the Fan.
Absolutely.
The addition of Jesse Bates and Calais Campbell and David Amiata. And what's our boy's name at linebacker? What's our guy? Caden Ellis. Caden Ellis, man.
We've been had no game, but yeah, Caden Ellis.
I'm looking at playoffs, man. I'm looking at playoffs like it's right outside my window. Wait a minute. That's not playoffs. That's Chase. You got to go around front, Chase.
Shit. Tough.
I don't know how the damn motion light didn't come on either. This is the third time he didn't try to leave the club.
He did the bear crawl on the ground.
Sheesh.
She's hiding from the light.
God, not the James Bond walk. It's going down in a major way, Falcon fans. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. The motorcade is pulling up, Bodie. The motorcade is pulling up.
Is that right? Is that right?
It's looking so. And this is after hours, too, as well. So our security team is on break. So.
Is that Chase, too?
Shit. Falcon fans. If you're watching on Twitter or Facebook or not Facebook, can't do Facebook tonight because of the StreamYard situation. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, you'll be listening later. Spotify, everywhere you get your podcast. One Time for the Fan, wherever you listen to us. Big shout out to you all. We have a lot going on, of course, this week. Falcons Titans up in Tennessee. We have another announcement for you all coming up here shortly for fans that's going to be making the trip to Tennessee. So enjoy it, Falcon fans. First place, and of course, the easiest schedule for the Falcons coming up ahead too as well, because we're going to get into a lot tonight when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons. So motorcade pulled up. Just talked to the head of security, so he's good. He's good to come on the podcast now, so he's good. So instead of just giving him all these compliments, might as well go ahead and just bring him on the show. Big Low Kuntry Sports is here with us tonight, talking Atlanta Falcons football. Big Low Kuntry Sports.
What in the world, Bo? What's going on with y'all fellas? Y'all doing all right?
I'm chilling like a villain, Bo. How you doing?
Man, Bo, if I had your hand, I'd cut mine off.
Oh, man.
Falcon fans, Big Low Kuntry Sports is here with us. Country, I'm glad that you got the chance to talk Falcons football here with us tonight. It's been a lot going on since we last talked about the Atlanta Falcons. But how has everything been going for you, sir, over there in Big Low Kuntry Sports world?
Man, it's that time of the year, man. It's football season is always a busy time for us in the country household, and we're just enjoying it all while we can because in a few short months, after we win this Super Bowl, it's going to be one of those situations where we're not going to have no football to go football games to go to or any away games to go to, high school and college games. So I'm just enjoying this ride for 2023.
But we'll have the XFL.
Hello, that's it.
Who? What?
Shit.
Is that where Vic Beasley's playing?
Jeez.
Wow.
Not the Falcons.
If Vic Beasley's on my TV screen, I need to cut that shit off. I'm sorry. I can't watch it.
Falcon fans, glad that y'all here in the chat. Any questions, any comments, please leave them here in the chat. As you know, we love reading them on the screen. I know there's a lot of Falcon fans here in the chat. They probably have questions about the defense, about Desmond Ridder, about Bijan Robinson. We get to everything tonight because we have Big Low Kuntry Sports here with us. Country, let's go back over the weekend.
Okay.
We got to go back into the past before we go into the future.
Hello.
Shit. Falcons, Buccaneers on Sunday. Before that, let's give a shout out to all the Falcon fans who made the trip down to Tampa.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Shouts out to y'all, man. Shouts out to y'all. I
A
heard y'all
three and
had it
three.
lit.
It was lit. It was lit. We'll definitely talk about this Rise Up Tour thing. But a 3-3 Falcons team going up against a 3-2 Bucks team at the time, where first in the division. Leading into the game, you was hearing reports of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers not even being able to sell out their stadium, sitting in first place. So for Falcon fans that complain here in Atlanta past couple years, the first place Tampa Bay Buccaneers couldn't even sell out their stadium. And I, for one, was there, and I saw it myself. I had about 9 seats to me. I was getting ready. Where I was sitting originally in the first quarter is not where I was sitting in the third and the fourth.
I'm sure you had a closer view in the third and the fourth, right?
The whole row was wide open. Nobody's sitting there. You got to look at Ticketmaster to find out they ain't showing up.
If they do, all you gotta do is, excuse me.
If they do, I want to see your ticket because I know you in the wrong area.
You in the wrong seat too, exactly.
Exactly. Or maybe 50 Cent bought off like half the stadium.
Close, and, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast was there. Close. Falcon fans that made the trip to Tampa, shout out to you all. Big shout out to everybody that went out to the Rise Up Tour event Saturday night. Bodie Country, did you guys hear about the Rise Up Tour event in Tampa Saturday night?
Yes, Absolutely. Yes, I did.
Packed house.
Packed house.
Indeed.
Have to give a shout out to Rob Thompson from Crew Life, which is one of the presidents of the Bucks fan base chapter group that's down there in Tampa. It's funny because for a minute there, I thought we was on the road. I thought I didn't know we was at home because everywhere I look in the party, it's fucking Falcon fans everywhere. Everywhere. So we definitely had the Bucks fan base outnumbered that night, Saturday night. And that give you a good feeling, Country, to get ready for Sunday.
Yeah.
Because when you see the amount of Falcon fans that was at the party, hanging out, having a good time, and it can only just set you forward 24 hours from that moment to say, wow, all these fans are here to see a win.
To see a dub. That's a beautiful thing about it, man. You know, it's like the NFC South is so. I mean, you could get to all of these cities. You could get to Carolina. You could get to Tampa. You know, you could get to New Orleans via a car ride. But I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Going on Facebook. On the Rise Up Tour page and just seeing that whole thing just packed out. Bringing Atlanta to Tampa. Showing them where the real strip club capital of the world is.
Hello, as Country would say. Bodie 3000, you have a first place Falcon team now. We talked about it, how excited we are, of course, when the season started up to this moment right now. But to see the amount of Falcon fans go on the road for this division rival game, like, I know you couldn't make the trip, Bodie, but just how is it to you as a Falcon fan, really, when you're looking at it? Because, I mean, the Falcons fan base is starting to grow tremendously right now.
I mean, yeah, and it's big thanks, the Rise Up Tour had a big hand in that, and that's a good thing. It's just wonderful to see us just manifesting and, number one in the division helps a lot. But we see the type of team that type of fan base we're building, and it's a beautiful thing. I just see how loud we get at home, how the different atmosphere is. I went to a game this season. It's crazy. I mean, it's getting better than it was before. So I'm grateful for that, and I think some folks heard us. We all were talking about this. How many shows did we get on here talking about the atmosphere and the
hostile environment? Yep.
Hostile environment. How many times did Terry say it? How many times did Arthur say it? Like, it's here. I think it's growing. So, only thing they need is a catchy little annoying song to take back, like the Bears got or something.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Because sitting down there in Tampa, and I've been to Tampa a few times, but I can't remember how many times I've been pissed off hearing that Buccaneer song. B-U-C go Bucks. And I'm like, where the fuck did this song come from?
S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y. Night.
I thought I was at a fucking hockey game for a second there. Like I was playing NHL 95 for a second.
Wow. You
Like,
took it back with that.
it took me back sitting there
Shit.
watching on the screen. I saw the Buccaneers, I saw the letters come up, and I was like, wait a minute. They have a song?
I mean, we kind of do too. Like,
We have the song I found on YouTube recently. A fan shared it to me. But the Falcons need to probably put it out there and really say, hey, y'all,
Do we have a song?
we
got
have
so
a
many
song
songs.
that's been around since like the 60s. Am I not right? The 70s?
Seriously?
I can't play it for copyright issues right now, but Falcon fans, go back and check.
Who
There's a
owns
Falcon
that
song.
song? Ain't
I mean,
nobody
this-
playing it.
I'm just saying it, Jack. Just saying it.
Sing it.
Saying it.
Come on, you can
I don't
throw
have
80
the
on the
voice.
run, but you can't sing a goddamn song. Sing the song.
You
I mean,
done
we
put
got
Jack
one
on the
brother
spot.
from Sonic, was it Smooth Sonic Silk? What's the group name?
I'm talking about Southern Silk.
Southern Silk. Hell, we can get Uncle Steve in here too. We can get the tenors.
He said,
Altos?
Smooth Sonic Silk.
He said smooth sided silk, man. Golly.
I didn't know the song, but I heard the song. It's a 60s, 70s style Falcon song. It sounds pretty retro, but it has a little dun 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 dun, dun go Falcon. Dun, dun. I'm like, oh shit, why did we never played it?
Why we never play it?
You go to Miami Stadium, you're gonna hear that "Go Dolphins, Go." I hate that fucking song. You go to Bengals Stadium, you're gonna hear it. You go to who else? The Jet Stadium, the Bears. Oh my God, the Bears. The Bears play their song like after it can be a fucking punt. They're gonna play that Bears song. They don't care what it is. They're gonna play that. You as soon as you go to your seats, the Bears. I can't stand that song. I can't stand it. Falcons need something. I know we got the swag surfing. But I heard swag surfing in Tampa.
It's in every
Yeah, they play it
stadium,
everywhere. They play it
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yin Yang Twins is in New Orleans.
Yeah, I still don't understand that one. I mean, it's not like we called Manny Fresh and was like, "Hey, Manny, like, let's get that thing up for Atlanta." Like, we never done that.
What is Southern Silk doing for the Atlanta Falcons community?
Well, I mean, so the thing is, Jack, I hate that you mentioned this because we kind of going through litigation right now.
Shit.
You know, I
No,
don't
y'all
know.
ain't breaking up like Drew Hill.
I mean, Cisco had to go do his own thing. If,
Mm.
if Drew Hill never broke up, we would never imagine the beauty and mystique of the Thong song. So it's like, but
Okay.
I mean,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
All right, so I want to hit a bikini song next. Then
Sheesh.
wow.
One time
I'm
for the
ready.
fan. Falcon fan, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Bodie 3000 here with us tonight. One time for the fan. Big Low Country Sports special guest. This ain't no Breakfast Club. And trust me, it ain't no DJ Envy. We ain't selling houses. I tell you that right now.
Jeez.
One time for the fan. Talking Falcons football. Country. Before we get on to more of the Bucks Falcons recap, and then we get on to Falcons Titans, just your thoughts about all these fans that's been traveling to these games and the impact it can make for the Falcons on the road. Because we talked about the hostile environment at home. You starting to get this noise on the road as a winning team. What does that mean for the fan base?
Well, I mean, I think the first thing we have to acknowledge, Jack, is that a lot of people think it's harder than it actually is to go to an away game. I mean, I think that's kind of that was and Bodie. I think you just went to your first one last year, right?
Yes.
To New Orleans. I
Yes.
mean, it's like a lot of people think, man, it's like to go to an away game. I got to find somebody to watch the dog and do this. I think a big part of it, and that's one thing I learned from chilling out with Rise Up to her family. You just got to plan ahead. If you get your whether you get points for Marriott, Hilton, or whatever, and just schedule things and just plan ahead. You can kind of it makes things a little bit more attainable. So once you do plan ahead and you get it together, you'll see how the energy is different on the road, and the team legitimately feeds off of that.
3000. You saw it in New Orleans last year, from the party to hanging out with other Falcon fans, going to restaurants, or just basic things that Falcon fans want to do. So creating a hostile environment on the road or at home is big when you have a team in first, a team that has a schedule with some winnable games, and a team that is very much so possible to win this division and go to the playoffs. I mean, it's still about 10 games left in the season, I believe.
Yep.
So we can start looking at the picture. I mean, we talked about it 2 weeks ago, Bodie, on this podcast, that a month from now, which would be around Thanksgiving, we could start preparing for the playoffs with the record, the way it could be looking. You go and beat Tennessee Sunday. You're sitting at 5-3. You come home and go and beat the Minnesota Vikings. Next week, you're sitting at 6-3. You go beat the 1-4 Cardinals right now, or 1-5 Cardinals. You're sitting at 7-3. I mean, who is not looking at playoffs sitting at 7-3?
Well, I
and
will
when was
say
the last
this.
time we got a chance to look at playoffs sitting at 7? When the last time we were fucking 7-3?
I will say this,
Bodie.
We should be a team that takes it a week at a time, because we're young and we lose our way talking about planning for the playoffs. We are not in a position to rest players. I don't give a damn. We're like 8 games ahead in our division, or number 1 in our damn conference. We're a young team, and we're still trying to find ourselves. I still think I think I've seen pretty much improvement every game we played. And then we drop back a little bit in a couple games, but we come back. But we still drop back a couple, but we come right back. But I think every time we're lapping ourselves, we're going past where we went before. So saying that actually preparing for playoffs, I think we're prepared for playoffs, but we need to go game by game. I think we need to go. Yeah. We need to eat this elephant in one bite. No, not one bite, but one piece at a time.
Bodie, I'm glad you're definitely here tonight. I had a question for you too as well about this Falcons team. Is this a lucky 4-3 Falcons team right now, or is this a team that is definitely a team to watch for in the NFC South right now?
Never seen a lucky
an NFC
team.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say we're lucky. I mean, we earned the wins we got, we earned, and the wins we lost, we definitely earned them too. I mean, they were winnable, especially that one. Very freaking winnable. But we just got the remnants of a young team. We're making the mistakes, but the most important thing is we're learning from them. We're over 500. We're first in division. Something to build off of. That's a confidence builder right there. So that's how.
Confidence building to being over 500. I think more than once this season. So you had the 2-0 start, and you went 2-2. Of course, you got back to it as well. I mean, you're at a point right now, Falcon fans, where those little small camel humps you had earlier in the season, before the season started, about can we get over 500? Can we win at home? Can we beat AFC teams? I think we're getting to the point where I think Falcon fans can see that this team is very possible to take it to the next level. I have faith in this team. I've always had faith in this team. Past 5-6 years have been tough, but looking at this season and going ahead, I'm enjoying these wins. I'm enjoying sitting in first place. I'm talking hella shit to Panther fans right now. Panther fans don't even want to say nothing to me right now. Like, it's tough to be a Panther fan in 2023. I
mean, Big Low, like you talk to the Panthers fan in that panel you have.
Yeah.
How is he feeling right now? How was that?
So we've been trying to get another NFC South roundtable together, but I called him today, especially I went to the Michael Jackson musical last night, and he was singing "Smooth Criminal," and so today I called him, and I was like, "Panthers, are you okay? Panthers, are you okay? Are you okay, Panthers?"
Because it's two of them. It's two guys, right? And they
Over Rashad. They were talking cash money.
So before the season started, I watched the panel, and that I had to say that Panther fan had me thinking that, damn, if they're this good, he's gonna come on this podcast talking hella shit on country. But sure enough,
can't even contact him. He probably answered the phone. The call you have reached is now out of service.
So for everybody that's watching, we do an NFC South roundtable normally a couple of times a year, a few times a year. So whenever we did it, they started the show off with, "Hey, so how do you feel about Desmond Ridder?" He's like, "Y'all got a pretty good team, but y'all ain't got no quarterback." I
Yep.
told him, I said, man, you've been hanging around Steve Smith too long, Bo. You can't just,
Wowzers.
can't just get naked like that. Steve Smith ain't no GM.
Exactly.
He ain't no personnel guy.
You think he is?
Yeah, and he was like, well, we got the first overall pick, so we're going to the play. I was like, okay, well, we shall see, Bo. And now here they are. Bryce Young, he's looking like a deer in headlights during hunting season. And,
Sheesh.
and
Looking
That's tough.
terrible.
yeah, Desmond Ritter, he's over here getting just like Bodie said. He's getting better. Sometimes it's a little dip, but I mean, Jack will tell you, he's an investment guy. If it just goes straight up, like what's the fun in that?
Sheesh.
Want to be like that old school Vivian Green song. Y'all remember that song?
Oh, I know.
Gosh.
I know.
Emotional roller
Roller
coaster.
coaster.
Hello, that's it.
That's why it's always great to have country here on the podcast too as well. Because when you get lines like that from country, that just it's country. You say it like you listened to Vivian Green like enough to know the song, the title. I mean, Southern
Bruh.
Silk. Yeah, I don't know what y'all
sit
did,
here.
Southern Silk.
Look.
Y'all better get back together because y'all need
I
y'all
watch.
country.
Look, I
Y'all
watch
need y'all
enough.
country.
I watch enough of Big Low to know that this man's music library is immense,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
your knowledge library of a lot of pop culture things is very immense.
I gotta give it to Uncle Steve too. So
Your
Uncle Steve definitely does that
wrestling
too as
knowledge
well.
is very immense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
so, I watch Big Low shows. I might not comment on them, but I watch a lot. Most of them. So just know I'm there,
appreciate it.
Big Low.
I
Sheesh.
appreciate
Just know
that,
I'm
Bodie.
there.
That means
you
a
got to
lot to me.
remember too,
Thank you.
country. I mean, Bodie has the mop in his hand, so it's kind of difficult when he's texting and typing with both hands on the mop.
Oh my
Damn.
Yeah, I remember
that's
too.
tough.
That new ceramic floor that gets put down over there in that
That's
library.
tough. Did you print? Is that flag on you behind you? Did you print that on wax
Shit.
paper?
Shit. Lyrics, mom.
You just-
Yeah, I did.
Come on, get some real.
Lyrics, mom.
It's a little
William
wrinkly
Amy.
too.
Biz
You just iron that
Hall.
motherfucker out.
Bubba Gump in the chat. Falcon fans that's hitting me up like, what's up with Facebook? I don't know. It's a StreamYard thing. Something's going on. But for those that's tuning in right here on YouTube, hit that like, share, and subscribe. Send it over to Facebook if y'all want to. Twitter, of course, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and the rest of the outlets that listen to us after hours. It'll be posted around like 10:30, 11. So big shout out to everybody here in the chat. Lyrics mom, Carrie, who I got a chance to talk to in Tampa.
Carrie.
We talked about the fans earlier, right? We talked about diehard fans, about this hostile environment, but there are fans like Carrie who might not even make it to every single game, right? But the games that she do make it to, it's meaningful games to her and to her people around her because Carrie spent some money on this over the weekend over the Falcons.
Yeah.
She bought the ticket to the game. She had it. She drove and had to do the parking situation. She bought some food. She bought some drinks. So she came out there to have a good time and see the Falcons win. So for fans that's never been on the road, like Carrie doesn't go to every single game. She picked which game she wants to go to this year. She came to Atlanta for the Packers game, which was a win. Came down there to Tampa, which was a win too as well. So I mean, we need Carrie at more games. She seems to be the winning token, but it's always good to run into fans like Carrie because we had a good time talking Falcons football. We took the halftime photo over there by the Buccaneers ship with the Rise Up Tour group and other Falcon fans. Ran into Pastor Troy, started talking up with Pastor Troy. And of course, after the game, most of the Falcon fans, we went around back to go get pictures with the players. But big shout out to Carrie because when you got diehard fans like Carrie, it really drives you as a fan to keep going and knowing that there's fans out here who believe in the team.
Yeah.
They believe in the organization and they want to see the team win. And not only is she my Man City sister too as well. Big shout out to Man City. But
Man City.
Come on now, Atlanta Falcon fans, like we're really growing out here. So we need more Carries out here. So for Falcon fans that want to be more like Carrie, hit up Carrie and ask her, how are you such a diehard? Just ask Carrie how she's such a diehard.
Definitely.
See what we get from that. William Amy said, we got to be better scoring points on the board. Country? I mean, do you want a 50-point game every game?
I mean, motion, no roller
Shit.
Nah, I mean, look, the team has to be better all the way around, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, even though we're third in the league in defense, we could be better, right?
Yes.
So I mean, yeah, we do have an opportunity. That's that business, that corporate jargon. Whenever you suck at something or you're not as good at something, hey, I found some opportunities for you. So we do have some opportunities, where we could put more points on the board. But I think it's a little bit different because we're getting in the red area. We're getting at the you know 2-inch line, and I think some of it is just unfortunate sequences of events, and
Mm-hmm.
some things we could just do better. So just like you said, we got 10 games left where we can improve on that.
You definitely hit it when you said unfortunate sequence of events. I mean, you're talking about a goal line fumble with the Dalman Ritter situation that happened. You're talking about the Desmond Ritter damn near right here, as close as I am from where I am to this computer right here. That's how close Desmond Ritter was to running it in on Sunday. But the play is never dead until the referee blows the whistle, and then you seen it like Winfield. Oh, Antoine Winfield is his name.
Yep, Winfield.
That's a Super Bowl winning player right there. I mean, he was on the team when Brady was there. So this is a guy who's fighting at that position in the game to help his team go back down there and win. And you was looking at Buccaneers fans in the stadium like they lit up. I turned around talking hella shit. I don't even notice the fumble. I'm turning around. I think what was my comment? I said, "How about those first place Bucks? How about those Bucks, huh?" I'm talking hella shit. I see a fan turn and point, and he's like, "Ooh." I'm like, what the fuck would that be? Because we just scored. I turn around, Buccaneers, they over there celebrating. I'm like, what just happened? Here, Buccaneers fan, y'all fumbled the ball again. I said, don't do this to me. Look up on the screen, see the replay. Oh, yeah. And first of all, speaking of looking up on the screens and Halo boards and Jumbotrons, why the fuck is the shit blocking the screen over there in Raymond James Stadium? Like, you have the screen, right? You're watching the screen.
Yeah.
Right here in front of the screen is a giant ship blocking the screen. That's where you're supposed to be watching the camera if you can't see it, of course, on the field and so forth. You know how you want to watch different little views. Some people's on the field, some people's looking over here. But if I'm looking at the camera trying to see the replay, there's a big giant ship blocking the screen.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take I got some pictures for you, country. If you look to the right of the screen, there's a giant space, a giant open space where you would put a ship. I'm talking about a giant space in between the screen and where the seats are. It's a fucking giant space. You can see
hypothetically
Orlando
where you would
space.
put a ship. Yeah.
You can. I swear, I can see the Jags fan from Duval down there looking through this space. That's how good it was to see through. I said, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That's why I'm glad we came away with a win, because the first complaint I was getting ready to do if we would have lost is that fucking shit blocking that screen. The second one was the $12 waters. Well, we'll get to that later.
Jeez.
$84 out there.
Yeah,
or 84 degrees out there. It's fucking burning up.
You should have snuck in some water packs.
Shit, that's tough. This ain't rolling loud. One time for the fan.
That's what I'm saying.
JJ Ayers in the chat said, "What?" He said, "One time for the fan." I said, "What's good, gents?"
Already.
One time.
Jeff Wolf, all's right in the world. First place. Next opponent is trading away the best players. Country, as we get ready to wrap up Bucks and Falcons, anything that you want to say out here to the fans that's listening about Bucks Falcons? Because I know some fans were probably thinking about the Bijan situation or about Ritter's performance, the turnovers. What is your just overall take of Bucks Falcons before we get ready to start chiming into Falcons Titans?
I mean, I think one thing we have to remember is that first of all, it's a division game. A lot of people kind of forget, that we are division rivals with the Bucks because they kind of get blinded by our complete disdain for the Aints. So,
Yep.
I mean, those division games is like, y'all know they're tough, but thankfully, we found our resolve. And somebody said something. I can't remember if it was on the radio or on TV. Somebody posted it. I can't remember who posted it, but basically it was like, look, the Atlanta Falcons were just a better team than the Bucks were. Like, we left 17 to 21 points on the board, and we still won by 3 points. Like they were just a better and younger team than the Bucks are. So, hopefully this is a situation where we got the lead in the NFC South, and we're going to be keeping it for years to come, not just this season.
You definitely hit it right there, Country, and whoever that fan that said that was correct, because if you're looking at the playoff picture, if you're looking at some of these teams that you could be facing, going forward, if you make it to the picture, to the playoffs, I mean, Philly's a tough team. Those are teams where the Bucks game, having 3 turnovers, making mistakes, and still winning, that's one hell of a fight right there. So if you get into a situation like that against Philly, your team has to know how to pull through in different situations. The Bucks could have made us pay for every single one of those fumbles, but our defense held strong. So big shout out to our defense. And also, you got to give a big shout out to our offense too, because we were moving the chains. There were some, as Country said, some unfortunate events that happened during the game. But you were moving the chains to a point where, let's just say the Ritter touchdown stood. Well, you can definitely call the game over right there. Let's just say you go back to where you kicked the field goal in the going to the second half before you fumble. Remember, we ran the ball down the fucking field. We get down there, and then the one passing play that we do, Ritter fumbles. It's like, how?
Yeah.
When we could have just kicked the field goal, went up 13-10 because you came out in the second half and went on a 3-and-out and then punted, but your defense still held strong. So there was some situations where I think I called it like it was supposed to be 24-13 or something like that. But then again, a win is a win. We move on.
Win is a win.
Falcon fans here in the chat that want to hear more about the Falcons and Bucks, watch the replay. We got to get ready for the Falcons and the Titans. And William Amy has a comment here on the board for you, Bodie. He said, we can't take the Tennessee Titans likely either. Jeff Wolf had just posted that the Titans are trading away some of their players right now. The announcement that Will Levis will be taking quarterback on Sunday. Every game is an important game. We don't just talk trash about all these teams because we're not in the NFL. These teams are going to go out there and prepare, do the best they can to go win their games for their respective fan base and organization. But, Bodie, the announcements of what's going on in Tennessee, getting ready to play against a 4-3 Falcons team, who was another clean injury report this week. The 2 players that rested were Calais Campbell and CP, veterans rest. So unless there was a third player too as well. Country, I believe there was a third player on the injury report. I gotta go look back.
Yeah, I think so.
I go look back and see, but I do know Campbell and Patterson was on veterans rest. But Bodie, William Amy can't take the Titans likely. Can't take them too light. Going forward to Sunday, what you got, Bodie, for them?
I mean, well, one, I hope we ain't taking nobody likely because a lot of times when we play down there, a lot of competition. Sitting here, they're trading everybody away. Derrick Henry on trading block. They got Kevin Byard. We can throw deep balls now. Okay, yeah, go out there and get our ass whooped by a damn team who's freaking tanking. All right, sure. That's the type.
Vikings the night. Vikings played their heart out to go win.
That's just the type of stuff that I'm used to. Every time we face a team that's bad or tanking, or we should definitely whoop them. Here we go, getting slapped up and down the field by them. But no, we shouldn't take them lightly. No, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, they're tanking, they're trading everybody away.
Trap game Sunday.
I'm gonna say trap game. I mean, you just game plan like you do everybody else and take it seriously. Then yeah, we'll be fine. We would be just fine. I think we did blitz a little more last game, but they said that we were like 24th in blitzing, 24% in blitzing. I don't like that personally. I don't like that. I don't know if it's by design. I don't know.
Like Nielsen loves that front floor.
Nielsen don't like the blitz. He just likes straight front floor, and we got a great front four. But I cannot say front four. Why can't I say front four? Okay.
Shit.
Front
floor. You've been fumbling football since
Peter Piper picked up
since Frankfurt.
Fucking fuck. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we got a good front four, but like I maybe you just don't agree with the blitzing. I don't know because they blitzed so much last year in Stinky Town. I was like, oh, we finna bring it here. We finna bring it here, and we not doing it like that. It was good to see. We got 5 sacks 1 week and then 4 sacks, I think, last week or something like that. That was good. Hopefully we blitz more. I personally like that, but I'm not a coach. I don't
Mm.
know. And plus, they have a rookie quarterback. You would only imagine that they're gonna put pressure in his face. They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna make it hard for him. He can talk about deer in headlights. Yeah, we're gonna f him up.
Mm.
I predict another
boy.
4 sacks.
Ooh.
I
This
predict
is the
another four
moment you can
sacks.
build going
Yes.
forward here. You had the 5 sacks against the Commanders. You came away with a loss.
Yeah,
You did have what, 3
we have
sacks on Baker?
4 last week, 3 or 4
4?
last week. Yeah,
3, I think.
was it 3?
Falcon fans. You have a
Should be more
quarterback.
prepared than this. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know what Tennessee's game plan is for Sunday looking like because Tennessee hasn't really shown me much this season. I know the Falcons are going to come out there and they're improving on their offense. You know what nobody that talked about on Sunday, country? The play calling. I didn't see too many fans calling out the play calling on Sunday. I think they put a lot onto Ritter to say, look, this is your game right here where it's going to be balanced. We're going to run the ball as much. You're going to pass the ball much, but you're not going to throw for 50 times like Kirk Cousins did the other night. Not going to happen. But what Ritter did, he had what, 6 incomplete passes?
Yep.
Yeah,
You have to look at this Falcon team and say, wait a minute. The coaching is really doing a good job here because you're sitting at 4-3, seeing Arthur Smith pumped up after the win, knowing, hey man, you got a first place Falcon team right here. This is what you really been wanting. Terry Fontenot, how you think the organization feels right now? Like, let's look at the organization. They're first place. They have a schedule where they're not playing the Chiefs on Sunday in Kansas City. They're not playing Baltimore in Baltimore. Right? They're not playing Cincinnati in Cincinnati. They're playing the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee,
Yep.
which is a game that they know, even Arthur Smith knows. Hell, shout out to John Lou Smith. John Lou Smith knows they can go win. That Titan team is going through a lot right now. And hearing the comments from the Chicago Bears tight end today about playing the Raiders. I don't know if you heard it, country, but he said the Raiders just looked like jet lagged when they played the other night. He said this on live air. He said the Raiders just look. He said what they saw on film was not who they played the other day.
Wow.
He said every play that they damn near ran against them was like, these guys are, I don't know if they're tired, jet lagged, they went to the club. I don't know what was going on. But I think the Falcons now are on pace to really start showing teams some dominant wins. And you have the Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings coming up where you can actually do that. And I want to see 6-3. I want to see 7-3. Don't forget, Arizona Cardinals is right after the Minnesota Vikings.
Right after that. Yeah.
So you have a chance to really turn some things around here, Falcon fans in the division. Now, let's not forget, the Saints also has one of the easiest schedules too coming up. So
luckily they're ass. So
that is
I'm not
true.
worried about this.
That is true. But we have to go look. The Panthers, we already said they're done.
They're a little erratic.
I'm surprised we're still mentioning the Panthers right now. I only talk about them because they're in the division. But the Bucks and the Saints, I think the Bucks are still going to take that step back. And the Saints still have one of the easiest schedules too. So the Falcons, if they can continue on this stride, might have a surprise time game week 17 country down in New Orleans. That'd be
country.
great.
I got a question, country. I got a question for you.
What you got, man?
So going into this game, and even feeding off of last week, I personally think that we had a good game plan outside the fumbles. So going into this game, what do you think we should? How do you think the game plan should be going into this game, even versus a inferior opponent like the Titans?
I mean, first of all, it's like we got to remember this is the NFL. There's nobody inferior.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
I agree. I agree.
There's nobody inferior. But I don't know if you had the chance to watch the show from last week's game, from Sunday's game. But basically, the analogy that I made is, sometimes you just have to go back to what worked for you previously.
Yes.
Right. So it's like, I told a story about my grandma. They everybody in the family said that she was musky. So what did she do? She got some Tussie. She went ahead and put the Tussie back on, and that resolved the issue. Grandma wasn't musky no more. So
what the heck? You really country, dog. You country. Goddamn Tussie.
The Tussie. So
I don't know about Tussie.
They don't know nothing about Tussie, buddy. But I mean, but the thing is that she went back to what worked for her initially, right? And
Yeah.
I feel like, with Arthur Smith, there's no need to continue to try to recreate the wheel. Let's go back to what was working for us. 25 attempts. That's exactly what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're continuously building the confidence of your offensive line as they continue to impose their will on other folks, and that's going to slow down that pass rush. So I mean, I think Tyler Algier, I think he averaged like 2.8 yards a carry, but it didn't look
Mm-hmm.
like it because he
Yeah,
was running so dominantly, right?
it
So,
didn't.
that I feel like we need to just keep going back to that because two things that travel well in the playoffs, guys, and that's what we're trying to prepare for is a defense and a run game. They always fit in your suitcase. They
Mm,
always fit in your suitcase. So,
mm.
that I think that's what we need to go in there thinking about.
Three
I want to
thousand.
add. I want to add. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
add to that. Um, Ritter used his legs a lot. That's one of the dangerous things about him. That's what makes him his peak. I think he is at his peak best,
Yes.
which we haven't seen yet. But like his peak best with us when he uses his legs. Like I go back, I said several shows ago that he's rushed for 500 yards at least. I think one season he didn't in college. But he rushed for 500 yards. Even one season he had 12 rushing touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He was dangerous at Cincinnati using his legs, and it might have took us 6 to 7 weeks to realize that. But I really saw it on display last week. He used his legs admirably, and
Mm-hmm.
they really just let him. He had made some great throws. 19 to 25. That's great. 250. That's great. Use your legs too.
Played a top
Like
five red zone defense too.
yes, I
Hello.
mean that right there is a recipe for success. And I've been saying it all. I've been saying it all year. Through all the losses, I've been saying that you got to build this offense around Ritter. That run game will work when Ritter's going. They fear that passing and Ritter's legs too. We can't be stopped.
Can we?
We
Can
can't.
we? I know you're smiling over there. I'm trying to get you in this mode. Can we talk about CP at 100%? That's what you get when CP's there, man. Like CP.
Love CP,
Bijan
man.
didn't get no touches, but CP,
Mm.
man,
CP, love CP.
shit.
Once they figure out how to use him at Joker, because I don't even know what they knew what Joker was. They just threw that shit up there. Yeah, okay, we got
Seemed
two
to be a
running
running
backs.
back to me.
We
That's what it
got
looks like.
receivers. He everything. Hey, they need to put him. Joker need to be a wide receiver. His ass need to be a tight end too. He can burn them damn
They're not
linebackers.
shining no light on
Uh,
that truck he gave Antoine
but
Winfield, though. He lowered the shoulder on Antoine
hey,
Winfield.
but shoot, that's the thing. We got so many weapons. It,
Yeah.
it's it's crazy. And when people say we ain't got no number two, I don't want to hear that shit. We got weapons.
Got
We got
weapons.
two elite weapons at tight end. We do. We got two running backs. We got uh you count Bijan, he's a wide receiver too. I don't give a
Mm-hmm.
damn.
Yeah.
Throw it to him. Okay. Um, we just got weapons.
Even with a
It's a
headache, he
beautiful
was a
thing.
decent decoy.
He was.
He
He was.
was.
You
He
had
was.
Levante David like, what is he doing? He ain't doing nothing, man. He ain't doing nothing.
Nothing.
But to put him in
Nothing.
on a play where he's decoy, that first of all, big shout out to the coaching too as well, because you're taking one of your superstar players out of the play completely. So how is the play supposed to be ran after taking this play out? Okay, look, you just run to the side. Just run to the side. That's it. That's it. Just run to the side. Okay, coach. This is one of the biggest players on the Falcons this year, and he had one touch for what, 3 yards? I think it
Yep.
was.
Yep.
And we can get into speculation. What do you think, Big Low? Should he have even played? Should they even been on injury report? Like what do you think of that?
I mean, the thing is that like one thing that a lot of people don't realize leading up to game time, like a lot of times you don't know how you feel. It's
Yeah.
like, you go in there and be like, man, I got a headache, and I think I might be able to play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're kind of like halfway, like, man, I don't know. It's like every time I start running, I feel like I want to throw up, kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like I don't see how. I just don't see what reporting that would have done. Like at the end of the day, if you have a headache, I'm not going to report. So I'm not going to report every single thing that's going on. Like if I have allergies, I'm not going to report it. Like if I'm, if I got a hangnail, I'm not going to say, hey.
I'm sure they didn't report what Bijan ate that day either.
Exactly. Exactly. So I mean, I feel like it's one of those situations where I don't think it's an issue with it. He had a headache. He thought he could play. And coach was just like, I don't want him to be getting hit all kinds of ways with a headache because
that's true.
Yeah.
Those are two things I couldn't stand. I couldn't stand bending over, and I couldn't stand getting hit whenever I had a headache. I just could not stand it.
It's a dizziness type of feeling, moving your head around. Now, yeah, I know this. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I think coach was just looking out for him, but push come to shove, I think he could have played. Well, he did play. I think he could have been more involved.
He was a decent enough decoy, even taking him out of the plays. And Desmond Ridder, you won the game. Bijan Robinson didn't do much. Kyle Pitts got active. 6 incomplete passes. Ridder went over 200 yards again. I mean, you won the game.
I just hate how the media tries to make the Falcons a bad guy and doing the investigation on us. Like we doing some piping noise in the stadium type stuff again.
Sheesh.
Like,
I love Coach Smith's answer today too as well. He was like, "Well, we talk about climate control. Talk about anything. We talk about world politics if you want to." Like, Coach,
that is a really good impersonation, Jack.
I mean, I've been working on my Coach Smith, and I got the D led down pretty good.
Got the D led, but
I'm trying to work on my Desmond Ridder too as well. It's kind of like you're trying to get out there and you throw the ball, and you just got to be good at what you do.
It's not like Kermit. It's not like Desmond Ridder.
My boy Desmond Ridder. Yeah, Coach Smith, he's on that. Hey, D-led. World politics.
Hey,
tell me.
He must be best friends with Pat McAfee. He on that show every week.
Hey,
y'all seen that?
Pat McAfee, you never know, man. I mean, hey, they got some low key diehard Falcon fans out here. I think NFL Network got a couple of them because they love talking about the Falcons when we win.
Oh,
they love it.
Kyle Brandt.
Oh, Kyle Brandt.
He loves them some Falcons now.
And Peter Schrager.
Definitely.
Peter Schrager, the dude who break down the plays on Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm. Another one is Brian Baldy.
Brian
Balding.
He gave Grady a lot of love last week. That was
Grady looked beautiful last week. Man.
He did.
It's good to see that. Uncle Steve's Lounge. Going back to the chat here. We got a lot to talk about. Glad Big Low Kuntry Sports is here. What happened, Big Low?
What the word? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead and read that.
He reading it. He reading it.
Is Uncle Steve supposed? I mean, I know you guys have a situation going on with Southern Silk. Is he supposed to be in the chat? Is there a restraining order?
No, never that.
Okay.
Nah, I ain't got. I just don't know if I can sing on the stage with him. But
Shit.
It's,
oh man.
That boy said he's lip sync. The heart of Southern Silk is at work. Hey, we need a nickname for this 2023 defense, Bodie. D Block was in the past.
No D-Block.
We're not going back to D Block. But what do you got for this 2023 defense? The Legion of Boom was out there for Seattle. That was actually Legion of Boom was actually pretty dope because you had a team that was over there fucking booming people. I ain't gonna lie.
That was.
But now, Bodie, yards allowed, I believe we're top 5 in the league. We're sitting in a top 10, top 5 defense right now, country, along the lines of our stats, correct?
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Shit. Do we have a name for this defense? Do we have a nickname?
Yes, sir.
Country, what we got?
What is it? I want to hear it.
Nah, my boy.
Shit. I can see it now.
That shit is so Atlanta.
On Sunday against the Titans. I can see it now.
Atlanta.
The Falcons make the stop on third down. Nah, my boy.
Shit. It was better than whatever I thought I was thinking about. Stifle something. I don't know. Because we stifling out there. But nah, my boy. That's so Atlanta.
Nah, my boy.
God.
That shit hit.
Can't say that is not Atlanta. That is absolutely Atlanta.
That's Atlanta.
That is pretty good, country.
Thank you.
I don't know if I can follow up with it. I was gonna say, what was the Georgia Dome? What was the Georgia Dome mean when the MARTA bus blocked the picture? Remember that? Like I was gonna say that MARTA defense.
Oh,
that
MARTA bus defense.
Straight blocking shit.
Pissing you off, huh? Remember that MARTA bus blocked the shit? It pissed you off, didn't it? A lot of people down there getting pissed off. That MARTA bus defense.
Yeah,
I
I
was
ain't
like,
got
man, I should have
nothing.
went down there. I remember thinking that. I should
I ain't
just
got
went.
nothing good. Y'all got it.
I will
My
say this
name.
though, because we are heading out to Tennessee this weekend for the Falcons Titans game. Tennessee Titans, they have an announcer, who he's pretty active on third down country. So I don't know if you've been to Tennessee Stadium, but
Nah.
they put the
Nah,
camera
my
on
boy.
him on third down, and they usually use it from the other side of the field, and they zoom in slow all the way, like super like fast going to him. But it's like the Tennessee Titans. No, he said the Atlanta Falcons have the ball. It's third down and 10 from the 29. He goes fucking off on that shit. But
Wow.
the Titan fans go crazy over it. So be prepared on third down to hear that on Sunday when they pan into the announcer who's saying the third down situation. That's their
Man,
third down
that's
get up.
crazy.
That's their third down get up. So it's
Okay.
actually pretty funny because the dude is always in a different like area of the press box when he's doing it. So, you'll see it on Sunday. Hopefully you won't have to worry about it too much. But
There you go.
Titans fans who are sitting at what, 2-4 right now,
Yes.
have damn near a sold out stadium.
Hey,
I saw that.
all them old Oiler fans, and they in there. All them folks who watch Earl Campbell and stuff. They got a fan base.
Once again, Falcon fans, you're hearing it correctly. The Tennessee Titans, with a losing record, damn near has a sold out stadium on Sunday. It's not
that,
just
man.
a Tennessee Falcon thing. The Tennessee Titans have been doing that for a while now.
Yeah,
And to
they
hear
come
from
see
their
'em.
to hear from their ticketing reps, it was difficult to get tickets up there. It's like, wait a minute, how good are y'all? They're like, no, it's just that people just love Titans football out here. Like, well, I don't know why I'm sitting on Sunday, but I'm gonna be in the building. So for Falcon fans heading out there, get your tickets quickly. And if you are heading out there Friday, Saturday, we do have some events for you all. For those who want to hang out with some other Falcon fans, it's definitely going down in a major way. Carrie's in the chat. She said, yes, come on, City. Rise up, Falcons. I am a diehard fan of both of those teams. I love that you love both teams too, Jack. Appreciate you. You already know what it is, Carrie. Big shout out to Carrie in the chat.
Tells how to carry it with the
Already
Wallace Smith is in the chat. What's going on, fellas?
chilling like a villain, dog.
Going on, Wallace.
Falcon fans, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. You know we're talking Falcons football with diehard Falcon fan, Big Low Kuntry Sports, getting ready to wrap up here shortly. But once again, we are glad that all the Falcon fans can tune in here with us. There's no Facebook stream tonight for some strange reason. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but for those that's tuning here on YouTube, hit that like, share, and subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other stations later on after it's posted, big shout out to you all. Head on over to YouTube, hit that like, share, and subscribe too as well. 3:30. So Arthur Smith knows what is in the air. He will keep this team focused. He will not go to Tennessee and get embarked. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Smith's a smart guy. I doubted his methods. I ain't gonna lie, because I think he's a stubborn guy too. But he's a smart guy. And he adjusted. He's definitely stubborn.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
Kiki has a question for you, buddy.
Are we playing the dude who puts mayo in his office?
That's the guy who said he eats the banana backwards, isn't he? Sheesh. That's tough.
Wait a minute. How you eat banana backwards?
That's what he said, didn't he?
I don't even know. That's a good question.
That's like
Lyric's
saying,
mom.
That's like saying you eat a hot dog backwards.
I don't know.
What in the world? How you eat a banana backwards, bro?
Shit. That's
Sheesh.
so funny.
Don't tell me he was on the boat. Lyric's mom. Are we playing this dude who puts mayo in his coffee? Country, he does put mayo in his coffee.
I didn't know that.
That's wild.
He put mayo in his coffee?
Bodie? Do you know anything of this?
No, nothing of this.
This is the guy who eats the banana backwards and puts mayo in his coffee.
Man, why? Hold on.
What kind of
what
kind of toad is this?
I know what I'm saying. Like, what? Eat banana backwards? Like that just sounds weird. It sounds you keep saying it.
Yeah, that sounds like
I
faded
forget which show I
and
saw that
feeling
on.
X-rated.
I forgot what show I
Sound
said that
like
on, but
Mr. Nasty Time or
I
something.
promised myself I had to use that in the joke somewhere along the line of the podcast. Our shit was so uncensored. I figured I
That's
was going to
crazy.
use it sometime before the year is over. My birthday's tomorrow too, as well, so I had to get it
What?
out before, yeah,
Oh
before I
man,
turn the new chapter. D.A. Hunter,
Man, happy birthday, bro.
happy
appreciate it,
early
brother.
birthday.
He said, "What's up?" One time,
Well, good, brother.
Pam Johnson, she's in the chat. Chat is
Miss
going lit tonight,
Pam,
man.
Miss Pam,
Chat is lit
Bijan, Bijan, Bijan.
tonight. Team Bijan is in the building. Lisa Shepard, Block and Dirty's in the building. Hey, y'all. Hoping we're 5-3 on Sunday. Let's go, Red Stallions. Rawr.
Okay, I didn't know
Sheesh.
that.
It's going down. One time for the fan. Falcon fans are in the chat talking about how they're getting to Tennessee. For those that will be out there repping, it's going down in a major way. Big shout out to False Start Falcon, man. Big shout out to you, man.
Shouts
That's
out
right.
to
My
you.
birthday is tomorrow, y'all. So for
Definitely.
those that want to send the birthday shout outs, big thank y'all early. Like I really do appreciate it, man. You know, I've been blessed to be here on this earth a long time, and I want to see my Falcons win the Super Bowl. Saw my Braves win, saw my Dogs win, saw
Mm-hmm.
United win, Man City
Mm-hmm.
won. Uh, the Hawks will get theirs. The Hawks will get
Yeah,
theirs.
they're gonna get
Uh,
there.
but the Atlanta Falcons, we need ours, man. We really do need ours, man. It's going down in a major way. Lyric's mom said Levis puts said he puts drops of mayo in his coffee.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I did hear about that, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. Yeah,
mayo and
that's
coffee.
gross.
I mean, I
That
Shit.
is
don't drink coffee,
disgusting.
but I don't see like two things that go
Ugh,
together.
Mm.
ugh, ugh.
Golly, bro.
It's always
Well,
good to
guess
have
what?
Lisa Shepard here,
He gonna
bro.
be picking up that mayo off the ground on Sunday. We gonna smear. We gonna smear him
Shit.
on the ground.
That's tough.
He gonna,
Falcon
he gonna
fans,
need a cup of coffee after Sunday with mayo in
Bodie,
it.
talk
Right.
to us about Falcons Titans on your point of view, Bodie. What do you got for the Falcons going up to Tennessee? Um, you worried a little bit? Is this team puts you on in a type of manner where this team can go out there and conduct business properly on Sunday, or it's like, you know what, hey, we're playing a very tough Titans team. We need to watch our ass.
We are. Like Big Low said, we can't ever underestimate an NFL team. Uh, we just we've been doing great holding the run. But it's still Derrick Henry over there. He could be that guy that's gonna run through us and make us look like those first 7 weeks weren't nothing. So and Tajay Spears behind him, he's been eating too. They got to look out for him. We don't know what the hell to look out for with Will Levis, so I just say blitz, blitz, blitz. just put
Mm-hmm.
pressure, just get to him. That's the whole thing. That needs to be the premise of this this week is to get to Will Levis. Frustrate him. Just get him a little rattled a little bit.
Yeah.
Put him on the ground so he can be his confidence can be shook. Um, that's our best bet in winning. Um, I think our run game should be able to hold up, but we got to tighten it up, make sure we do it. And yeah, and going over to the offense, I mean, just build off of last week. Just build off of last week. Ritter looked real confident. Hopefully he just shake off them fumbles and he'll be all right. But other than that, he looked real confident and he looked real poised running the offense, and it was a beautiful thing. So that's it. That's pretty much it on my view.
Big Low Country 330's in the chat. Question for you. Can Arthur Smith call a high score offensive game, or does he only know how to slow roll?
Mm.
Man, I mean, I, I think it also depends on what's your definition of a high scoring game, right? I mean, to me, my definition is 28 points or higher.
Hmm.
And I feel like we had an opportunity to score 28 points. We just couldn't get it done. Um, we actually scored more points last year with Marcus Mariota than we have this year per game. But
Mm.
I mean I think he does. I mean it's, it's one of those situations where like Bodie referred to earlier, we just got to continue to build and stack our fundamentals together, and by the end of the season, hopefully you can have those high scoring games.
Yeah. You picked a peculiar number, 28. That's a that's a that's a rather peculiar number.
That's tough. If you're going over the Falcons
Hey.
last season, scoring over 20 points was like the mark for Falcon fans. It's like, hey, if you can score over 20 points for most teams in the NFL, you should be able to hold your team off on the other side to get a win. But for Falcon fans this year, I mean, a 16-13 win, I didn't expect that against the Buccaneers. But when you have a solid defense and then your defense starts to show how solid they are, look at the stats, look at the play on the field. It's what Falcon fans want. You wanted your team to win games, we win games. You wanted your team to have a defense, we have a defense. You wanted your team to win games because of your defense, we just did that. And we're probably going to be doing that going forward to a couple of these games too. But it's a lot of weight off of Ritter's shoulders in that position on Sunday where, I mean, the fumbles were one thing, but the Bucs drove down the field and was getting ready to score at the end of the game. I'm talking about they were going for the touchdown because they knew they was already in field goal range. They were trying to put us away. They were trying to put us away. That's kind of Baker Mayfield in the Buccaneers situation that they went 0-3 trying to pass the ball down in the red zone. But guess who stopped them, though? The Falcons defense. Jesse Bates, Jeff Okudah, D. Alford, Grady Jarrett, David Amenyata with a big sack on third down.
Yeah, shout out D. Alford.
Big shout out Team Glow. Big shout out D. Alford, man. Like, lights out. I hate talking about this Pro Bowl situation. Oh, we got Pro Bowl. Man, it's flag football now. So it's like Pro Bowl in the past is a little bit different than Pro Bowl now going forward. Though it does sound good for most players. I think these players, I don't want to talk about Pro Bowl when I'm thinking about Super Bowl. I'm a die-hard. Can't go to the Pro Bowl if you're playing in the Super Bowl.
Hello.
That's the way. That's the way I look at it. But we do have some players on this team that has definitely elevated and went to the next level. Bodie, we was on the hill last year yelling for D. Alford to make the 53. Now we might be yelling
water too.
Shit, not asking for water. It was hot as hell out there. I mean, it was 95 degrees out there, and you're wearing a bubble coat, Bodie. You thought it was in the middle of December.
Hey, but D. Alford wanted my coat. So.
Shit.
Why were you in a bubble coat?
Bodie's
it wasn't a bubble coat. It was like a very thin windbreaker.
It was a dope Falcons windbreaker that one of the players wanted.
Very thin. It was for style purpose.
I don't know why Bodie didn't give it to him. Could have had.
Hey.
Could have had those passes.
You know what?
You could have got that legit merch, Bodie. What in the world?
Bodie gets some clean Falcons gear, man.
You know, D. Alford, he had, that was his rookie season on the team. I was like, I can't get it to you yet. You got to show me something.
Shit.
Show me a lot. You can't.
He's showing you now.
He's showing me now. Hey, D. Alford, you come talk to me about that coat now.
Falcon fans, Tennessee Falcons on Sunday is going down in a major way. The one area that I will talk about going forward after Sunday's game is the special teams. We haven't said much about the special teams. Mike Hughes punt return situation right now. I need a little bit more explosiveness on those punt returns, man. I'm just not getting it yet with Mike Hughes back there. But then again, he's not putting us in too bad of situations at punt return. He's making the great calls for fair catches. He's moving the ball whenever he catches the punt and moves it up the field, however he has to. But I'm looking for more explosiveness. I was hoping D. Alford was going to be back there after the touchdown in preseason. But, you know, we'll see what it is. But special teams, I haven't heard too many people talk about recently with the Atlanta Falcons. So, Country, any concerns with the Falcons team right now, knowing that we're 4-3 sitting in first?
Talk about overall, or
overall, yeah. Any concerns?
Well, I mean, you mentioned D. It's like D's just too valuable right now on the defensive side of the ball for somebody to be running 20 miles an hour at him while he's looking up in the air. But as far as like the concerns that I have, I think just the biggest concern, we just want Arthur Smith to just stay consistent. If he can stay consistent, this team could go a long way. And I know sometimes as a coach you have to zig when people think you're going to zag and things like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, we don't need to recreate the wheel. One thing I can't stand. I go to a different place. I go to Detroit. They say, "Hey, this is Detroit style pizza." This is St. Louis style pizza. Like I just want a pizza. Just
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Just give me a pizza. So no need to recreate the pizza, bro. Like let's
Thank
just
you.
do what do what we do best, and you know, get the job done.
Falcon fans, it's going down in a major way. For those of you who's heading out to Tennessee, I mean, we talk Falcons Bucks. That's a dub. First in the division. We talk Falcons Titans here. Now we got to talk about what Falcon fans can do when they get to Tennessee this weekend. Because for Falcon fans that's going on the road, we've seen it in the past where you guys are always hitting up fans and saying, "What are y'all doing? Where y'all eating breakfast at? Where y'all eating lunch at? Where y'all going for dinner? Where y'all going to go watch the college football game, the baseball, basketball? It don't matter what it is. Fans want stuff to do. And when it comes to the Rise Up Tour, we have a lot of things going on this weekend in Tennessee. One of the ambassadors here, one of the admins here for the Rise Up Tour, Big Low Kuntry Sports, is here with us tonight. So he can also let us know what is going on in Nashville this weekend as I get ready to increase the budget. I ain't supposed to be pressing these type of buttons over here, buddy.
Oh,
Budget going up.
Shit. It's going down in a major way. Pop it up on the screen here. Sheesh. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Falcon fans, Falcon fans, Falcon fans. The Rise Up Tour has some things for Falcon fans to do this weekend. If you're coming in town on Friday, country, we're going to give people a taste of Nashville.
yes, sir.
Pre-game light mixer at Live Oak.
Yep.
1530 Demon Bronze Street, Nashville, Tennessee. From 6 to 9, Falcon fans can pull up to the pregame light mixer at Live Oak this Friday. It's free entry. We ain't charging nobody. Come out there, have some drinks, grab some food. You know, it's we're just enjoying ourselves, Falcon fans.
That's it.
Country. Friday night, you'll be in the building. I'll be in the building. The Falconator, one of our other ambassadors, one of the other admins of the Rise Up Tour, diehard Falcon fan, he'll be in the building. We also have a lot of Falcon fans who's coming in town Friday. No RSVP for this. Just pull up, Falcon fans. Country, what's going on Friday? Just right here and your thoughts with the pregame light mixer, man. Are you singing?
Man, live. I'm always singing, Bo. If I'm breathing, I'm singing. You already know what time it is. But nah, man, Live Oak is gonna be off the chain, bro. We already done scouted the event space out and everything. A lot of room, and we just gonna get together. Hopefully, for the people that came in on Friday, if you're just coming in and you need to get you something to eat or wet your whistle and just chill out with some Falcons fans.
Hold on now. Will Levis can't eat the banana backwards, but
Wow.
you can wet your whistle.
Wow, Bo. Wow. I feel dirty saying eating the banana backwards. I feel dirty.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
Good thing we ain't on Facebook tonight because Zuck would have been banned us. Red flags all over this shit.
What the hell is this? What's going on?
Facebook accounting team would be like, nope, that's it.
Nah.
This is where we cut this shit off.
Shut them down.
Pre-game light mixer country.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I mean, y'all come through. And basically, it's one of those situations because we still got the whole weekend ahead of us. So you could kind of chop it up with us, so we can verify exactly where we're going to be at, when we're going to be there, and get together and do some things. And I'm pretty sure because they put in a Rise Up Tour group, man. Did you see all the different events and things that you could do? You could go to Memphis and chill out with what's his name? It's hard out here for a pimp.
DJ and Yo Gotti.
Yeah, chill out with DJ and Yo Gotti. Go beat up Country Black, or you could go out to the Smoky Mountains because apparently that's all the day trip from Nashville. So or you could. I'm pretty sure Jack probably gonna hit us up like, "Hey man, what we doing for breakfast on Saturday?" I mean, ain't no telling. We just gonna be having a good time, man. What we got on Saturday, Jack?
Falcon fans are going down in a major way. So the pregame light mixer, because there's fans that's coming in on Thursday, and word does travel pretty fast. So we're not going to spend a whole hour here talking about it because we know once we put the flyers out, which has already been out, has been received well by Falcon fans who's coming to Tennessee. So for those that's listening now and watching, or if you can't see it because you're probably listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, pregame light mixer is Friday at Live Oak. It's in Nashville, Tennessee, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. After that, if you guys want to go hang out downtown, Broadway, whatever, Second Ave, I don't know, whatever y'all want to go do, we can, because it's right down the street from the downtown area. So if anybody wants to go hang out over there, feel free to do that. Saturday, the Falconator, he's a real party animal, right?
Yeah.
The Falconator. I'm sure you guys remember the Falconator from the draft when he announced the pick, and the Dirty Saints fan who didn't shower in days said something to him in the front row. Vinny replied something back to him along the lines of, we heard that one before. And it went kind of viral because a 7th round pick.
Yeah, he announced you, right, Jack?
Shit!
Sheesh.
My twin.
Oh, okay.
But Vinny, Vinny's a diehard Falcon fan. The Falconator sits over there in Dirty Bird Nest, and he will be hosting the Off the Wagon Party Tour. So for Rise Up Tour members, that is a part of the Off the Wagon Party Tour for the first tractor trailer ride going downtown Nashville. That is sold out. Right now, they're working on a second tractor trailer because more fans are interested in going on this trip. He needs about 18 more fans that want to be a part of it. But it's pretty much a tractor trailer ride for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, going around downtown Nashville area, drinking, partying, got a DJ on there. I think it's food and stuff as well. Country, this Off the Wagon Party Tour, after the pregame light mixer, that's 2 things for Falcon fans to do if they want to be a part of this. I mean, how big is this right now for this weekend?
It's huge. It's huge because you think about it. That's just at 115. So you got 2 events already at 115 that you got going on, and you ain't even a lot of people ain't even ate lunch yet on Saturday.
Bodie, around that time, you probably still haven't ate breakfast yet.
Yeah, probably not. I work hard. So.
Sheesh. It's going down in a major way. Saturday. So here's the deal, right? We're diehard Falcon fans. We love our Dirty Birds. We recently went to London. Country, you was there.
Yes.
We had a Georgia watch party in London. Of course, London time is what, 6 hours ahead?
Yes.
5 hours ahead, Country?
5.
About 5 hours. We found the location on Thursday. We posted it around Friday evening, Saturday morning. We had over 300 fans in the building. A random location in London, down in the Waterloo.
In the Waterloo.
Oh,
in the trenches. Big shout out to Darren Cole. So for Falcon fans that showed up to that event, we heard it from some of the Georgia alumni, people that were there, some of the diehard Falcon fans that showed up, that got the flyer, that decided they wanted to go watch the Georgia football, that they would love to do it again. Well, guess what, Country?
What in the world?
We're going to do it again.
We're going to do it again.
Saturday, October 28th, college football meetup. We have the Georgia Bulldogs playing the Florida Gators. Game starts at 2. For Falcon fans that's traveling up to the Nashville area, if you want to hang out with some Falcon fans and watch the Georgia game, come on out and watch the watch party is for Georgia, Florida. But we also have BYU, a 5-2 team, playing number 7 Texas, 6-1 team. Number 8 Oregon, 6-1 team, playing number 13 Utah, 6-1 team. That's gonna be a big game as well. Pittsburgh, 2-5, playing number 14 Notre Dame. It's gonna be a big game there. And then number 20 Duke, 5-2, playing number 18 Louisville, 6-1 Louisville. But yes, the 7-0 Georgia Bulldogs will be playing the 5-2 Florida Gators. There.
Is it true that the Florida Gators eat corn dogs with no sticks?
Sheesh. Don't we call those glizzies?
Shit.
God.
That's tough.
But they holding it like this and calling it a coin though.
That's tough.
That's tough.
Falcon fans, check out Third and Home. We will be there Saturday from 2 p.m. to 5:30. 3rd Avenue, Nashville. Come on out, y'all. Like it's a beautiful spot. They got the baseball field right behind there, upstairs, downstairs area for Falcon fans turning up this Saturday. Come on out to the college football meetup watch party. Then there's a little break in the action. You're probably wondering, well, why is there a break in the action? Our good friends, the Atlanta Falcons, they're having a meet and greet Saturday night at the Whiskey River Country?
Yes, sir.
At the Whiskey River. The email has been sent out to a lot of Falcon fans from the Falcon organization about if you want tickets. Go ahead. It's free if you want to go to this party. But, of course, Rise Up Tour members and, of course, Falcon fans that want to head out to that party, it's at Whiskey River from 6 to 9. But 9 o'clock, the party ain't over, Bo.
What in the world?
What?
What in the world?
To be announced. Rise Up Tour after party somewhere in the downtown area. Gotta pull up.
Gotta pull up.
I promise you won't have to go to your car and drive. I promise.
Rise Up Tour members, make sure you wear your shirts and your badges.
Don't want to speak about it too much, but Country, yes, it's correct. Wear your shirts and your badges.
Make sure.
To, of course, any Rise Up Tour event, because, we'd love for all Rise Up Tour members to feel welcome wearing their gear. But when you go to the Falcon party Saturday night, feel free to put on your badge too as well and wear your Rise Up Tour shirt.
And if you don't bring your coin, you're going to be, look, I'm going to be having what's in my cup is in my cup all night long, Bo.
Whoa,
if you
shit.
don't bring your coin.
You got to be careful here because somebody caught me without my coin on Saturday.
I saw that.
Tagged me in the group. He said, yo, ain't this the co-founder? Where's his coin? Falcon fans, Rise Up Tour members, is going down in a major way. There it is for you all. Don't forget, bus trip Sunday for all the Falcon fans who want to catch the quick bus going up to Nashville. Leaves about 6 in the morning. Should get there around like 9:30, 10. Then the bus will be coming back after the game. You should be back before halftime of the Sunday night football game. So, Country, there it is right there, my brother. I mean, Rise Up Tour is doing it big. Country, big shout out to you and what you got going on, helping us put on all these events too as well. The pregame light mixer, the college football meetup. Of course, you're going to be on the ground in Tennessee this weekend, so we'll see you out there too as well. But Country, man, how excited are you for not only the game with your first place Falcons, but these events right here to bring out Falcon fans?
Man, boy, I'm as happy as a possum with a sweet potato.
Shit!
That's a very happy possum. Sweet potato is delicious.
Nah, man, but seriously, I'm definitely excited because it's one of those cases where, I mean, you're not just looking forward to the game, but you have all of these events going on with all these different Falcons fans that you're getting a chance to meet, and you can legit make friends. I mean, Rise Up Tours where friends become family, right? So, I mean, it's one of those situations where you're meeting all of these new people, and you're having a great time that whole weekend, and it's crazy because the game is the crescendo to it all. So, I mean, you gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
Falcon fans, big shout out to Anthony in the chat, William, Amy, Tish, D.A. Hunter. So many Falcon fans here in the chat. D.A. Hunter, definitely pull up. Tell all your Falcons friends, tell your Falcons family what we got going on this weekend. But yes, the pregame light mixer Friday at Live Oak. Give y'all a taste of Nashville. And Country, you've seen it. Bodie, you've seen it. For all the fans that's traveled with us in the past, you've seen it. Every city is different. Miami was different. LA was different last year. Seattle was different. Bodie, you saw what we do in New Orleans. Every city is different on what the culture provides and what the city and the atmosphere provides. Nashville is a city where, they love their country music and they're passionate about their sports too as well. Of course, they have their hockey team. I believe the hockey team plays Saturday night. So be prepared to see a lot of Predator fans around the area because they love their hockey team. Like they're that serious when it comes to their sports. So for Falcon fans coming into Tennessee this weekend, we have an event Friday night. We have an event Saturday afternoon for those that want to get with Vinny, the Falconator, on the wagon tour. I think it's $40 a person for the second trailer. We have the college football meetup at Third and Home. heading over to the Falcons party between 6 and 9. And then we have our little, after party right around the corner, which I'm sure Falcon fans can come out, turn up, and then just enjoy themselves. We just want fans to enjoy themselves.
That's it.
And then go to the game Sunday. We'll post the halftime photo meetup location. And everybody, let's enjoy a win. Let's go 5-3. And let's come back to the Benz next week. And let's talk about how to beat the Minnesota Vikings. Am I right, Country?
Hey, man, you already know it. We finna go streaking. Been stacking
shit. But naked.
Hawks just lost the season opener against the Hornets.
Yeah, they should have lost to the goddamn Hornets.
Can't get naked for the Hawks tonight. One time for the fan. Big Low Kuntry Sports. Bodie 3000. Country, this has been a great opportunity to talk Falcons football with you. I'm getting cussed out in 3 different languages right now. I have to go Google Translate because my esports is running a little bit late. But tell us, where can we find you, Country? Your social media? You do a great job with the podcast for the content creating here for the Falcons community. When is your next podcast? What can we know? We want to know more about Big Low Kuntry Sports. Here's a chance, brother.
Look, y'all find us at Big Low Kuntry Sports on YouTube. We're on Twitter and Instagram. Right now we've been going through this journey. My little cousin, he's being recruited to a few different NFL teams, and you'll probably be getting some content on that pretty soon. But anytime we get a chance to talk about, did I say NFL teams?
I was getting ready to say that. I have my pen and paper right here. We can go ahead and get the autograph. He's on his campus tours, right?
Yeah, he's on his campus tours. To some college teams, but yeah, that's what we're doing right now. But like I said, we're on Twitter, on Instagram at Big Low Kuntry Sports. Make sure that you check us out. I've actually been working out a good bit because I'm thinking about making a comeback. I can't say what it's for, but I'm pretty sure Jack's gonna be jealous when it's all said and done.
That's all that matters.
Hello.
For the Falcon fans here that love watching either high school sports or any type of NFL, NCAA, and they just love watching football, your nephew, correct?
Yeah.
Can you give a big shout out to this young man? He's been on a little tour right now. He just visited. What college was he just came from?
Yeah, so we just came back from the UNC Tar Heels, Tennessee, North Carolina, and next week we're actually going to Tennessee. I got to go back to Tennessee for the Tennessee Vols, and then the week after that we actually got Alabama. So shouts out to my little cousin Laganza Hayward, Toombs County High School.
Falcon fan. I'm not in the business of player management. I ain't no Rich Paul out here. But I tell you right now, this young man right here is making these type of waves in 2023. He might be a Falcon in a matter of years. It's very possible.
Hey, that's the goal.
Speak on it.
That's the goal.
Hey now. It's going down.
You're an all-star.
Hey, major way. Bodie, this is where I know you got this one, Bodie. Coloring book. Wickstar rapper, 3rd mixtape released in 2016.
Chance the Rapper all day.
Absolutely.
3000.
I'll tell you, that's an encyclopedia down there, man.
Y'all need to listen to that Sunday Candy. I don't know if y'all ever heard that. On that album. Are you familiar with that, Bodie?
I am, absolutely.
Yeah, Chance, he came hard on that joint.
It's a great album.
Great album.
I'm sorry, who you guys talking about?
Chance the Rapper.
It's all right, mate. You can sit this one. You can sit this one out. You can sit this one out. I know you guys said too busy listening to the Isley Brothers.
Let you guys said Playboy Cardi.
Sit over there.
Let you guys said Travis Scott for a second.
Here we go.
Travis Scott.
Let you guys said Ken Carson for a second there. Baker Jr., 86. Really cleans up his game this week. Bijan has a monster game. He's due. Defense going to be straight. Let's go 5-3. Baker Jr. is in the chat thinking the same way we thinking. Let's go 5-3.
I can see it.
Bodie 3000, my great brother. Your final thoughts for the night, man. This has been great chatting up with you, chatting up with Big Low Kuntry Sports. We've been doing this podcast thing for well over a year and some change now. It just keeps growing, man. We just getting bigger and better with this podcasting. The Falcons community is doing great. We're in first place. Everybody's happy. So how you feeling, brother?
Feel like we're gonna go get 6 sacks on Will Levis. At least that's the hope. I feel like we in a good position. We're in a good position. We're going up in Tennessee, so it's always gonna be hard on the road, but I think we're ready. Ready. I'm ready to see some improvements. So. Ready for that? Y'all show up for the games. Rise up. Love y'all. Hot wings and chicken fingers. Yeah.
Shit, lemon pepper wings. Falcon fans, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. It's going down in a major way. Big Low Kuntry Sports.
It's all right. I explain it to you later.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. Find them on the road this weekend in Tennessee. We got a lot going on with the Rise Up tour for all the Falcon fans that's going to be driving out there or flying out there this weekend. Can't wait to meet y'all. Let's have a good time, but let's go 5-3. Let's really bring the energy and the noise, and let's show the Tennessee Titan fans what we're about here in Atlanta. Country, Bodie, thank y'all for being a part of this podcast tonight. We will definitely be back. If not Sunday, hopefully I can get back by the time it's good enough to do a podcast, because I'm sure when the game is over around like 4:30, I'll probably hang out for about an hour or so and then head back to Atlanta. So maybe a Sunday podcast, maybe a Monday night podcast. But we want to talk about how the Falcons will be 5-3 and what we can go do to beat the Vikings. So that's what's definitely on the table. For Country, for Bodie 3000. Chase, want to say something? Okay. He doesn't want to say nothing. Plus, have to clean up too. Kiki, one time for the fan. Big shout out to everybody. Rise up, y'all.
Yeah.